U.S. Justice Department accused of withholding Trump-related Epstein files. The top Democrat on the congressional committee investigating Jeffrey Epstein has accused the U.S. Justice Department of withholding files containing allegations of sexual abuse of a minor made against President Donald Trump. Robert Garcia, who sits on the House Oversight Committee, said he had personally viewed documents containing the allegation that had not been made public. In response, the Justice Department said nothing has been deleted, adding that documents were withheld only if they were duplicates, privileged, or part of an ongoing federal investigation. Trump has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing in relation to the Epstein case and has recently said he has been totally exonerated. The Justice Department has also previously said that some of the files contain untrue and sensationalist claims against President Trump. White House spokeswoman Abigail Jackson said on Tuesday that by releasing thousands of pages of documents, cooperating with the House Oversight Committee's subpoena request, signing the Epstein Files Transparency Act, and calling for more investigations into Epstein's Democrat friends, President Trump has done more for Epstein's victims than anyone before him. Epstein, the late convicted sex offender, appears to have been friends with Trump for a number of years. They later fell out, which happened in the early 2000s, according to Trump, 2 years before Epstein was first arrested. The Justice Department has released millions of files that show what the federal investigations into Epstein uncovered. The staged releases were prompted by an act signed off by the president, who had earlier resisted the release of the material. Some files were redacted, and officials have acknowledged that other files were not released at all. The legislation allowed the Justice Department to withhold certain files to secure active investigations or prosecutions, and to protect the identities of victims. Garcia said the files he had seen make it clear that a woman made additional, specific allegations against Trump that are not reflected in the records that have been made public by the department. He said he had written to U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi demanding that they be published. In its response, Bondi's Justice Department accused Democrats on the committee of misleading the public while manufacturing outrage from their radical anti-Trump base. In a separate statement posted on X, the department also said it would review whether any files had been improperly withheld. As a member of Congress, Garcia is legally permitted to view the unredacted versions of the released Epstein files at the department, as the House Oversight Committee conducts its own investigation into Epstein. This is the largest government cover-up in modern history. We are demanding answers, the Democrats on the committee said in statement on Wednesday. Garcia's letter to Bondi came after U.S. media reports suggested 3 FBI witness interviews with an alleged Epstein victim were missing from the publicly released files. NPR first reported that indexes and serial numbers in the files suggested the FBI had conducted 4 interviews with the woman in 2019 as part of its investigation into Epstein's accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell, who was jailed in 2022 for sex trafficking. But 3 of the interview summaries and related notes, totaling more than 50 pages, are not available on the Justice Department's website, according to reports by NPR and others including the New York Times. The woman told federal agents that Epstein raped her as a minor in the early 1980s, according to one of the heavily redacted documents. According to other entries in the files, a woman who Garcia said was confirmed in the unredacted documents to be the same accuser alleged she was sexually abused by Trump at some point between 1983 and 1985, when she would have been aged 13 to 15. That allegation is also contained elsewhere in the Epstein files, in a list compiled by the FBI of allegations made against Trump by callers to its National Threat Operations Center tip line. Many tips in that document appear to have been dismissed by investigators as not credible and no supporting evidence is provided. However, FBI agents marked this allegation for follow-up, sending it on to a field office in Washington to conduct interview. Contacted by the BBC on Wednesday, the Justice Department referred to a statement it made after the January release of Epstein files, saying some of the documents contain untrue and sensationalist claims against President Trump that were submitted to the FBI right before the 2020 election. To be clear, the claims are unfounded and false, and if they have a shred of credibility, they certainly would have been weaponized against President Trump already. No results can be found when searches are made of the Justice Department's publicly available Epstein files for FBI documents summarizing the further 3 interviews with the woman. Another search for a photograph and 2 other documents listed in the index also shows no results. There is no information in the available documents suggesting agents were able to corroborate the woman's accusations, nor that agents made any assessment of their credibility. In his letter to Bondi, Garcia said the released Epstein files show that the FBI took these allegations seriously. He accuses the Trump administration of a cover-up by withholding the